AI, Innovation and Inclusion, Reimagining Education for Tomorrow's Northeast. So this is the final session, and for this session, the moderator will be Professor Dr. K. Sai Prasad, Dean, College of Journalism and Mass Communication, Dayananda, Sagar University, Bengaluru. Huge round of applause. Thank you very much. Also, we have our speakers in the house. Mr. Viswajeet Biswal, Vice President, collegeapply.com. Professor Pranveer Singh, Pro-Vice President, Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Assam University, Guwahati. Professor Chaudhry Ibohal Singh, Dean, Students Welfare, Manipur University. Dr. Binud Borah, Registrar, Assam Women's University, Johrat. I request all of you to kindly grace the stage for the next panel discussion on the very topic, AI, Innovation and Inclusion, Reimagining Education for Tomorrow's Northeast. So we have amongst us our session moderator.
You can just pronounce CIs only, not so.
Okay. We have amongst us our session moderator, Dr. K. Sai Prasad, Dean, College of Journalism and Mass Communication, Dayananda, Sagar University, Bengaluru. I request you to kindly keep the timing in mind. Thank you very much. We have just 30 minutes for this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Let's start.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. We'll keep this short and simple. Last but not the least. As they say, the best is always reserved for the last. So we crave your patience for a few more minutes. However much you like the lunch and filling it is, you still have a little space for the tempting dessert. So this panel discussion, the last one, is something like that. The whole day we have been talking about AI, but for a change, we are going to talk about AIII. That's Artificial Intelligence, Innovation and Inclusion. And the focus is going to be on Northeast. We have a wonderful set of panel members here, and we promise you we are going to keep it short, we are going to keep it simple, and we are going to keep it interesting. Without taking too much of your time, let me set the tone by saying the Northeast is special. If you ask the Vastu experts, they will always say that the entrance should always be either north or east or somewhere between north and east, which is Northeast. So for India as a country, I think Northeast is special. There are no two ways about it. Now the question and the challenge here before all of us that we have been discussing is AI. It's like the elephant in the room that everyone acknowledges, but no one really knows what to do with it. And what happens to a place that is so rich culturally, that is so diverse socially and culturally and ethnically? What do we do with that place? How do we handle, or how do we merge AI and this Northeast? And that's the challenge that this session is going to address. Now let me ask, there is an order, but let me then start with Mr. Viswajeet Biswal, Vice President of collegeapply.com.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on the special aspects of Northeast, and how do you think AI is going to fit into the scheme of things?
Thank you very much. First of all, thank you, ArdorComm. It's a wonderful event. And it is a privilege to share this platform with the esteemed guest and the esteemed audience. So, I'm representing the platform called collegeapply.com. It's India's first AI-enabled discovery and admission platform. So we very much closely working with AI tools, agentic AI, and the whole ecosystem we're building around AI. And for the Northeast region, Northeast is always geographically, it is always a constraint for Northeast. It is far from the metro cities. So it has always a challenge for, counselings or connect with the industry or, center. So it always, I've seen there's a lot of constraint happened. So this AI era, Northeast can connect with easily or fast. That is something which I feel. AI is not a transformation from digital learning or changing automation. It is all about the access of data. It is more about ability to equality, and you can take decision with the data driven. That is something which I feel AI can do easily and fastly. And for the Northeast region, I've seen the language is always a constraint. So there are a multi-language culture happening in Northeast. There's a Assamese, Mizo, Khasi. There's a lot of language happening in Northeast. With the AI tools or this AI platform can easily, access to those communities, those areas, connect with the a center or an institution. Institution can take a decision accordingly. Institution can make data-driven structure for assignments or language or any assignments or perhaps exams, assessments. They can use easily the AI tools that easily AI can solve. And if you see the government perspectives, NEP 2020 can give us Diksha, Swam, and Digital India. That's all giving this ecosystem, boosting this ecosystem actually, and for this Northeast region, especially Assam government is doing wonderful job. I have seen that they have signed up with MOU with Google. They are making a data center where we can create a lot of jobs in upcoming futures. So that what I feel AI is doing wonderful job in Northeast region. Simply I can even conclude in a one word: it is connecting entire world in a simple one system.
Is the diverse social groups and ethnic groups. Let me on that note, let me ask you another question. Let me ask the other panelist another question. The Northeast is not a technology space. As they say, Bengaluru is the Silicon Valley, Delhi could be something else is a startup capital. Northeast is not known for its technology. Northeast is more known for its culture. Now, what it means is for the people of the Northeast to adapt to technology. Do you think it is a challenge? Do you think it's going to be a long time in the making? Do you think they are easily adaptable to technology? Or are they at a disadvantage given their diverse ethnic backgrounds?
Yeah, thank you very much. In fact, it's a very, very important and pertinent question which to be considered by this august panel. And at the very outset, I would like to introduce myself because I have actually very incidentally included in this panel. I'm Dr. Binud Chandra Borah. I'm the Registrar of Assam Women's University, Johrat. In fact, yes, you have asked that Northeast is not like the Silicon Valley or any other metropolis which are well connected with these technological developments. But when we are talking about the integrating AI with the Indian knowledge system, or when we are talking about using the AI tools for the all-round development of humanity, then I think Northeast is a very, very promising and emerging area. Because, yes, while we are talking about integrating the AI with the Indian knowledge system, we can properly utilize the advanced technology for the linguistic, for the development or the propagating this linguistic or cultural diversities of Northeast India, and particularly the traditional knowledge systems, which has the great potentiality for the betterment of the entire humankind of the world. So I don't know, as a layperson, I cannot say that how the AI will use all these knowledge systems for the betterment of the humankind, but I can definitely say that the artificial knowledge or all these technological developments can have the potentiality to use all these knowledge systems for the humankind as a whole. And secondly, if we can explore the scope and synergize the traditional knowledge system or the cultural diversities or linguistic diversities of this northeastern region, and we can integrate with the knowledge system of the emerging world, finding the relevance or the contemporary relevance, which are very, very important for the entire humankind or for the betterment of the sustainable development of the people of the world, then I think this AI has the enough potentiality to explore, particularly the persons who are engaged in innovation or research of using AI in different spheres has the enough potentiality. The next one is, I would like to say, the personalized learning is one of the most important tradition of Indian knowledge system, that is called Guru Shishya Parampara. Because in Assam, what we say, as you were talking about the culture, because in culture, when you go to the satras or different, you will see that the learners are learning from the gurus directly, from face-to-face interaction. But right now, it is very difficult to go to the gurus directly. But if the technology provides that platform where the student can easily learn from the gurus who are residing in a remote place, as the madam has already said about the extended reality, I think we can use all these platforms for that kind of exercises. Thirdly, I would like to emphasize another important point, that is the virtual mentorship, because mentorship is one of the most important aspects in higher education or any level of education. But right now, physical mentor-mentee system is very, very difficult task for the entire education system. I think not only in Northeast, but everywhere, the students can have direct proximity with their mentors through appropriate use of AI. So from all these perspectives, I think Northeast, although Northeast is far from the central cities of the country, but it is not digitally far from the entire part of the world. And Northeast has the enough potentiality, and the people who are coming to this conclave, I think all are realizing that now Northeast is emerging, Northeast is growing, and Northeast is well connected to the rest of the world. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I think technology has been an equalizer in that sense, that it has connected not only different parts of the country, but also brought together people who otherwise felt very disconnected. So I think that's one of the most democratic aspects of technology. I have a question to Professor Pranveer Singh. They say technology, any form of technology, or even artificial intelligence today, they say it's very elitist because it's something that very few people understand. It's something that very few people use or they have access to. For example, as we speak about NVIDIA and as we speak about the AI summit, etc., it somehow appears that it's not percolated down to the grassroots level. On one hand, we do say that technology has become an equalizer, but on the other hand, there could be a yawning gap between AI and the masses. What's your take on this?
Good evening, my fellow panelists and esteemed audience. Thank you for putting the question to that. Yes, at the first-hand appearance, definitely the masses are deprived of the technology. Technology doesn't mean that as we are taking as of now AI. The real assessment has to be that we are having the other kind of the AIs also, where at that mobile level, we can use the AI and it can be assessed effectively. So, and as of now, if you see that the masses are having that very advanced mobile, am I right? So that kind of thing, but yes, first hand, we have to make them learn that how they can use that things. Even see, when AI emerged, at the moment immediately in academia particularly, all teachers, academic people taken in the different direction. So they used to thought of that they are going to replace teachers. But basically AI or any technology can't replace the intellectuals, can't replace the wisdom. So that is very important. So as that, suppose I'm meeting with you, what the intention I'm carrying with that impact more to how we are going to behave with each other. So similar passion, similar the way, we have to take the AI first, and definitely there the many versions are coming. Even see that when the DeepSeek came, that so many companies' shares gone down. It was the kind of the vibrations. And just 2 days before that, Anthropic came that, and all the stocks of the computer-related stocks are gone down drastically, even the 20% like that. So point is that, see, AI is that technology is not but that it is to be used in the terms of how effectively we can use the resources. So we have to make them learn. Even in academia also, the many teachers are not knowing that how to they use the AI. Am I right? The most intellectual, so-called intellectuals people. Yeah, am I right? So similarly, but yes, we can spread that low-cost version we can develop, and especially in the Northeast, as that see that the inequality is high. So bridge the gap, we can use that and in the contextual basis, in the local livelihood. Not like that they're just copying the things what the US is doing or what the NCR is doing. We can, and that is the area of the innovation, especially in the Northeast. Because here the livelihood is the different kind, social economics texture is the different kind. And here that I praise that here I've been that for the 3.5 years. Really I praise that what kind of the ethics they are carrying that. I'm from the NCR. So advantages are there. And if the technology is not being with the ethical values, universal values, and that advantage the Northeast is having. And Northeast is, if you see that, especially in that here the masses, yes, there are the plenty of the natural resources that many people are not standing towards to be developed like that, and they are happy. They are preferring the happy kind of the life, not dressing like the NCR and that the kind of that. So, but yes, government is also giving that a lot of the funding given to the Northeast. And as that you also said that and मेरा कहना है कि सूरज हमेशा जो है पूरब से ही उगता है और पूरब में हम हैं, तो नॉलेज भी जो है यहाँ से स्टार्टिंग करेंगे. So we have to start from here, and definitely we can lead the India. We can give that the different kind of the perspective related to the technology, even the AI. And here there are the many untapped innovation kind of things are there. And we have to be ready for that, to tapping that with that application. And the AI is that they see that inequality is going to be bridged. So more equity is that going to be that. So in that perspective, even I'm knowing that the many the local people are that coming with the different kind of the version, the learning that enabled, AI-enabled learning platform. And next few years, definitely, everyone is going to get that kind of the opportunity, and it is going to reach to the masses also. With this hope, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. So there is a lot of hope because as technology improves and increases its footprint across, it's going to become simpler. I think that's a very positive note, even with AI. And on that note, let me go to you, sir. The Northeast has a lot of unique aspects to it, whether it is livelihood, whether it is culture, whether it is language, etc. And AI can be a wonderful tool for innovation and inclusion, of course, but innovation. In terms of innovation, where do you think the Northeast can outdo the rest of the country? Can do something which the other country cannot do, given the unique aspects of the Northeast?
Thank you, sir. Respected moderator and all the learned panel members of the last session, the last panel discussion session of the program, and all the learned delegates. I feel I'm very much honored with this event. I just came to attend as a delegate, but I have been asked by the organizing team to be a part of this fifth session, the fifth panel. Yes, India is a very vast country, and Northeast India is a very unique region of the country. It has 8 states, including Sikkim. There are a lot of diversities in the northeastern part of the country. We have diversity in community, diversity in ethnicity, diversity in language, diversity in different aspects, background, even diversity in biodiversity perspectives too. I am from Manipur. Manipur is a very small state. Even in my state, there are 34 ethnic communities. We have different dialects also. Even though Manipuri is the principal lingua franca language, we have more than 30 languages. Similarly, in Assam, Sikkim, in any states of the entire Northeast, there are so many diversity. In spite of all this diversity, we are living together. We are sharing our common aspirations. India is going to celebrate its 100 years of independence in 2047. For that, the present government is trying so hard to make India as the Viksit Bharat in 2047. One of the speakers, while delivering his insights, happened to mention, if Northeast India cannot be made a Viksit Northeast, then India cannot be made a Viksit Bharat in 2047. Today, we are witnessing emerging of lot of AI tools which can be integrated in our curriculum also very categorically, not only in the higher education sector, but also in lower level education sector also. We can very tactfully incorporate AI tools. We can systematically use them very ethically in a very proper way. So AI has lot of potentials to educate the masses, to bridge the gaps, and to make India a very vibrant India in the years to come. If we use very ethically and in a very systematic way the emerging AI tools in a very innovative way, our youths also can learn many things and they can develop their skills in many ways. We heard about many things regarding employability through different academic sectors. And when we have enough potentiality enough competency on the ethical use of AI tools, we can develop ourselves in many perspectives, and we can make ourselves very, very competent to make a very competent person, not only in the region, but also in the whole world. We can do a lot of things. So I feel that if we use different newly emerged AI tools, we can do a lot of things. And I do hope that with the implementation of NEP 2020, different universities, colleges, and schools have to think about incorporating different important aspects of AI in the curriculum framework, and so that we can train our youngsters, youths, our students in that perspective, and we can use AI tools very systematically in a very ethical way, and we can enhance the personality level of the students, and that will certainly contribute in the nation building process in the years to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. As we come to the last 5 minutes, I'm going to throw up some thoughts, maybe contrary to what we have been discussing so far, and the panelists can, address some of these. What happens to a world where there's no AI today? I know there was a world earlier where there was no AI, but what happens today if one of us decide to step back? Let's say a university or a college decide to step back and say, I'm not going to get into this AI bandwagon simply because everybody is running and I don't want to run. It can happen because some of the universities in the US have very consciously decided that they are not going to allow AI to be used for academic purposes. And as we see world over, a lot of governments are putting the lid on the use of social media. Right now it's up to the age of 16, but who knows, it may be extended. Because the kind of data and the kind of power that big tech companies, the top 4 as they say, and all headquartered in the US, when they control the world's data, could that be a kind of a recipe for catastrophe in future? That's something that, a thought that probably the fatalists would like us to believe. But coming from the arts and the humanities background, I want to ask you all this question, the audience and probably the panelists. As tech grows, as AI grows, as our dependence on AI grows, remember, artificial intelligence to me sounds like an oxymoron, because if you're intelligent, you cannot be artificial. Intelligence is always natural and it's associated with human beings. That's how we have understood and that's how we have learned it. So if today we are talking of artificial intelligence, what happens to human intelligence? Because remember, it's the human beings who have created this artificial intelligence. I don't know how many of you have had the opportunity to watch a very famous, or read a very famous short story by Satyajit Ray, which has also been made into a movie. Anyone? Which talks about a humanoid and how it takes over decision making from a retired Hindi teacher. It's called Anukul. I strongly recommend that you either read the book or watch it. Watch the short film. It's available on YouTube, because this story was written in 1974, where a humanoid replaces human beings, takes away their jobs, and starts taking decisions, moral decisions, on behalf of the human beings. It's a very fascinating story. I would like any of you to comment on this, because as a liberal arts person, it's always nice to, create some trouble and leave people wondering and thinking.
That the humanoid, as you said, the movie, yes, that is the power of imagination, and they have done that, picturized that. What is going to be the future if you are making that? But at the same time, we have not to allow technology to make us slave. Even the current also, there are the ChatGPT, Grok, other platforms are there. And if you are putting something to do that, any prompt, they are giving the result. But if you are copying the things and believing entirely that, then you are going to be slave of that technology. And you are just allowing that your intelligence is to be diminished or suppressed. So, human has not to do that kind of things. Even as you said that, yes, not only in the US, in India also, some of the universities are not allowing AI to do that, means apply for that submitting the assignment or kind of thing. See, yes, if you are restricting the people and that, especially the young intellectuals who are going to be the nation or the world future. So when I'm testing something, then I can understand that what is that the positive and negative things, am I right? Then the next level will come to the positive and the positive, am I right? So if you are not experimenting with that tool, then I'm not getting the opportunity what that positivity it is having. Rather, the many institutions in the US, they are forcing a student to use the AI, but not to make them to your master. See, like that the research paper and that the kind of things if you have to review the kind of any topic, either we go to the Google and Google will give that so many sites and every sites you have to enter, gather that whether the information, what the useful information is there or not, and which is that you are taking it that. But if you put the chat GPT, immediately in a minute, and there is also the version, if you want to that the research oriented, then you put the research. If you want that the lot of thinking required, then you put that the additional thinking, then it will give you that accordingly the answer to you. But it is very fast. There are the many that is like that, the anthroponic, that it is, means connecting the so many AIs who are available that and taking the all information and accordingly that giving you the result. So in that perspective, we have to think that, yes, imagination, we can see that, yes, we are going to be like that as the humanoid is saying about, but we have to do the experiment and otherwise we can't develop. See that with the stone era to till now, without that the experimenting with the new things we would not be developed, am I right?
So I think we need to experiment, we need to try out AI and then decide for ourselves whether we want it or don't want it. I think the time is up. There is a red light flashing, but can we have one comment from the audience, please? Okay, while they are busy, you can probably make it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. I was always wondering, I interact with a lot of students, being in the academia. So I happen to talk to the, Gen Zs of the world, so-called, who think very radically these days, nowhere near what we can think. So they are a great believer of AI, okay? Now, I was just thinking the difference, what is AI like? We know what was Google? Google used to gather information. What is AI? AI is processing that and giving me the output. Now, who is writing that process? We human beings, okay? And then who is thinking what process to write? Again, we human beings. And we, as human beings, are the most selfish and the self-centered beings on this planet. So I guess human beings will always keep that key in the hands of themselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Hello, everyone. Is it working? Hello, everyone. I'm Professor Subrata Borgohai, Dean Faculty of Earth Sciences and Energy from Dibrugarh University. So Northeast is no longer waiting behind. So we are developing, myself in our department, for the Department of Petroleum Technology, we do have 4 international projects still running. And one with the University of Louisiana, that is the carbon dioxide sequestration project. The second with the Edinburgh University, we have that, and that is also an enhanced oil recovery project. And then we have with the University of Tunisia, ASFAC, and that is a very renowned project of water treatment. And last but not the least, we are working on renewable energy with the University of Ontario Institute of Technology. And last week we went to Malaysia, and there too we had a project with the Malaysian people that is AI into the enhanced oil recovery project. So we no longer is laid back. So we are trying to use AI into the development system of oil and gas in Northeast India. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Are there any questions, or can we close the session? Time is up. All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your patient hearing. Like I said, the dessert is always sweeter than the main menu, main course. Thank you, my panelists. We had a wonderful time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I request you to please stay back. I request Mr. Kumar Chandan An to kindly felicitate our moderator and the session speakers. Thank you. Firstly, our moderator, Professor Dr. K. Sai Prasad, Dean College of Journalism and Mass Communication. Mr. Viswajeet Biswal, Vice President, collegeapply.com. Professor Pranveer Singh, Pro Vice Chancellor, Assam Downtown University, Guwahati. Professor C.H. Ibohal Singh, Dean, Students Welfare, Manipur University. Dr. Binud Borah, Registrar, Assam Women's University, Johrat. Thank you.